Have you ever thought about the issues of university research projects being left wasted, startup inventions getting lost forever, or individual contributions being fragmented while corporations thrive on their patents and secrets? Eager to solve these problems of waste and inefficiencies in today's innovation model, we started Kambria with the approach to democratize and decentralize the ownership, development, manufacturing, commercialization, and enforcement of technologies. So Kambria is an open innovation platform for deep tech, including AI, robotics, blockchain, VR, and IoT. Our mission is to revolutionize the future of technology by making it more open and accessible, ensuring it contributes positively to society. Since launching our platform in 2018, we've formed partnerships with leading organizations across various sectors. Together, we've implemented 7 initiatives aimed at building a sustainable model for open innovation.
Throughout Kambria's journey, we've been fortunate to engage with numerous inspiring projects and teams. This journey has fueled our desire to foster collaboration for social impact. Thus, we conceived the SIIA, a convergence of visionary projects and organizations dedicated to leveraging innovation for positive societal change. Member projects in the Alliance share common values including social impact innovation. We have a clear mission and commitment to creating positive social change through innovation. We aim to arrest social, environmental, or economic challenges and make a tangible difference in people's lives. Ethical practices. Member projects adhere to ethical standards and promote responsible and inclusive technology development. Scalability and sustainability. Member projects have the perspective to scale their impact and be financially sustainable in the long term. Collaboration and partnership. We are willing to collaborate and actively participate in a community of like-minded organizations. Activities that the communities in this alliance can do together, knowledge sharing and best practices, collaborative research and development. Funding and grant opportunities, networking and partnership, community events and meetups. Social impact showcases. Member projects share proposals and other members can choose which to join. Project info is updated on the Social Impact Innovation Alliance page, and discussions happen in Kambria Discord. Join us as we unite to create a brighter future together.
So good afternoon. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Social Impact Innovation Alliance New Member Initiation event. And I'm To, your host for today. And I'm thrilled to see so many visionaries and innovators joining us from around the globe. Today, we're here to leverage technology for societal benefits with our beloved impact innovators and impact supporters in healthcare, green initiatives, and ecosystem building. We would like to share the key sections of today's event as the following. Event opening, welcome and celebrate new member projects. Event introduction, about Kambria and participants, including impact innovators and impact supporters from healthcare, green initiatives, and ecosystem building. Following this, you will participate in the first of our roundtable discussions across 2 thematic breakout rooms focused on ecosystem building, or green initiatives, and healthcare, where you can showcase your projects and explore potential collaborations. We will then have a short intermission for reflective sharing and networking, allowing you to digest the discussions and make connections. After that, the second roundtable session will run, continuing the dialogue or offering a chance to switch themes. Finally, we will close our roundtable discussions and wrap up the event with closing remarks summarizing the insights and outlining next steps. So now, please join me to welcome from Kambria, Ms. Lin Gao, our CEO, and the Kambria team with Ms. Jane Nguyễn, Mr. Ivan Tat, Ms. Thảo Trần, and Ms. Anh Nguyễn will also accompany us in this event. And about our participants, please join me to welcome 10 Impact Innovators and our esteemed Impact supporters. And we're so excited to hear all of your amazing sharing. Now, please join me in welcoming Ms. Linh Cao, who will share insights about the Social Impact Innovation Alliance, and we call this one SIIA, and introduce our new member projects. Let's give Ms. Linh Cao a warm welcome.
Hello everyone, let me share my screen. Okay. So in this 5-minute presentation, I would like to introduce shortly about Kambria, the Social Impact Innovation Alliance and new member project we are welcoming today. First, about Kambria. Kambria is an open innovation platform for deep tech such as AI, robotics, blockchain, AR, VR, IoT, with the mission to shape the future of technology, where technology is open and contributes more to society. Our main initiative is Kambria DAO, a model for community to co-own technology. In a nutshell, if you are interested in co-owning a technology, you can join the DAO of that solution to design and contribute to the development and commercialization of it, and get revenue sharing when the solution is commercialized. On our journey, we are grateful to have chances to connect with many inspiring projects and teams. So we came up with the idea to call for community to come together in a Social Impact Innovation Alliance, the joint force of visionary projects and organizations dedicated to harnessing the power of innovation for positive social change. Member projects in the Alliance share common values including social impact innovation, ethical practices, scalability and sustainability, and collaboration and partnership. There are many activities that the community in this alliance can do together, such as knowledge sharing and best practices, networking and partnership, community events and meetups, social impact showcase, volunteer days, and this new member initiation event is one of them. Now, everyone, please join me to welcome 10 new member projects to the alliance from 3 sectors: healthcare, green initiative, and ecosystem building. We will get to know about this member project during the roundtable session. To all the impact innovators and impact supporters joining today to showcase your businesses, exchange market, explore business opportunities with SIIA professional network. We hope each participant gain valuable insights and makes meaningful contribution throughout the event. And thank you, and we look forward to seeing you in our future events.
And yeah, so firstly, now we would love to quickly introduce our Impact Innovators and Impact Supporters in Round 1. About Impact Innovators with Theme 1 Healthcare, we have Mr. Abhishek Kumar, Mr. Daniel Kimani. For Theme 2 Green Initiatives, we have Ms. Wun Le. And for Theme 3 Ecosystem Building, we have Ms. Fernanda Paitsamuriera, Ms. Margaret Mutua, and Mr. Simon Balimba Afansa. And with our impact supporters, they're with expertise and diverse experience in healthcare, green initiatives, and ecosystem building fields. Now, shortly, we will split into our first roundtable session to support our discussions. Each room will have 2 hosts who will facilitate the session and ensure everything runs smoothly. In the Healthcare and Green Initiative room, Mr. Ivan Tat, me, and Ms. Anh Nguyễn will be your hosts. And in the Ecosystem Building room, Ms. Thảo Trần, Ms. Linh Cao, and Ms. Jane Nguyễn will be the ones who support you. Now, please proceed to your assigned breakout room as indicated in your registration confirmation.
Welcome everyone to the Healthcare and Green Initiative Room. Today we have two impact innovators with us, and each impact innovator bringing unique ideas and projects that promise a significant social impact. Here is how we will proceed with our session. With each impact innovator will have 5 minutes to present their project within their registered theme and goals, such as business or investment opportunity, the market insight, idea pitching, or problem solving. After each presentation, I will share a Google Form link accessible to all participants here for all impact supporter to support the impact innovator goals. So please input your sharing in the form corresponding their presentation, and the sharing should be relevant to their goals. And we'll have 3 minutes to complete the sharing note for one presentation. And then the next impact innovator will begin their presentation. And this cycle will repeat after each innovator has presented. And since we have only 10 minutes for the discussion session, we will invite 2 to 3 impact supporters with the especially notable contribution from the seat to share directly. And on other contribution will be compiled and share with the impact innovator after the event. And as it is invaluable and greatly appreciated. Yeah, so is our format to run this room. Now I would like to invite our first impact innovator, Mr. Ahisek Kumar. He is the founder and CEO of Health Innovators. Today, Mr. Kumar will discussing an exciting business and investment opportunity with us. Mr. Kumar, please start your sharing. Thank you.
Just a moment. I'm just sharing the screen.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. So very well, very good afternoon to all. I'm Abhishek Kumar from Bharat, Mumbai. So this is my startup Health Innovate. It's purely about the redefine, rebuild and rejuvenate. So we are into omnichannel and D2C beauty and wellness startup, which are having premium range of products in anti-aging, skincare, hair care, and for overall well-being. So the problems what we are solving, India has 150 million consumers who are actively engaged in nutraceutical consumption. Out of that, 10 million consumers are still lacking for the good quality, differentiated and innovative products. So what solution we are giving? We are giving good quality of products which is formulated in WHO GMP and US approved lab, and also having differentiated approach like hybrid formulations which are from the foreign ingredients and from our Indian traditional mixture of Ayurveda, right? So the solution, next solution is innovative. How we are innovative? We have launched few product which is designed first time in India, like glutathione granules, which is in the sachet form that was not previously in the India, and also Cobag launching, that is combination of collagen, collagen, biotin, argan and green tea, right? So these are the overlook of our products. Next is market size. If you will see the collagen and glutathione markets, overall, that global TAM is 17.39 billion, and the serviceable available market is $320 million, and the size occupied service occupied market is 25 million. Apart from that, if you will see the broad perspective of beauty and wellness market, that is around $2,765 billion, and the service available market is 31 billion. Apart from that, the 50 million US dollar is already occupied. So what more, we have our own R&D and a small manufacturing unit, also having a big university tie-up, that is anonymous university, for future pilot projects in R&D, and also support for getting support from Invento Biohealth Tech Private Limited. That is our next venture, our own ventures. In manufacturing segment. So it is purely designed for Indian consumers as well as international markets. I have 12 plus years of market experience in distribution channels and B2B markets as well. So these are the revenue metrics when we had started from zero revenue. That first year sale was 50 lakhs in Indian currency, then 17.46 lakhs, then 48.38 and 50 lakhs. So it was completely bootstrapped and not get any fund, not taken any funding from outside. So that roadmap is how we are targeting in omni channels. We are targeting supplement stores, fitness centers, doctors, medical outlets, beauty stores, modern trade, and exports. We are looking the opportunity to export our products and open our franchise outlets. Sorry. So this way we are doing our overall products market. So we have our own website also, where we are only pertaining 3% of the sales, that is from market places, and apart from that all are from the offline stores, and 7% contributing from the referrals and other sources. Right, the funding which we are looking for 3 CR, that is around 35 350 thousand US dollar. So how we can utilize the funding? We will is looking for the team building, that is 45% contribution, marketing activities 30%, and product development and R&D contributes 25%. That's all about myself. Thank you so much for listening, and happy to hear your feedback.
Yeah, thank you for your sharing and your insightful presentation. So now it's turn of the impact supporter. Please take a moment to add your sharing on the Google form that we have posted in the chat. And you have 3 minutes to complete this, and please start now. Thank you.
Yeah. So we are, as per the sustainable products, what we are doing, we are looking for the prospects for the longer duration. Like products are coming which are not viable, like they are cancerous products also. The ingredients which they are using, that is cancerous. So we are using the ingredients which have long-term benefits for the health. So we are also towards the sustainable. We are also approaching vegan approach. So the Ayurveda, ancient Ayurveda approach, and our foreign ingredients clubbing together and giving a better solution. So that way we are doing very well, and we had started our own manufacturing facilities also, a small setup. We are looking for the investment from the global partners. Also, we can go for ahead from Bharat to other countries also as well in Asia Pacific and other countries. So look forward for the great opportunities.
Yeah, so for the participant playing the role of impact supporter, you can find the form in the chat box, and please fill in your sharing for the impact innovator in the form. We have 3 minutes.
Thank you. Anything else you would like to know from our side?
Yeah, we have like collect on the sharing from the impact innovator. So we have the discussion after that. So we will share. We will invite them to share directly with you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I just shared the link in the chat box. Everyone, you can also view directly the sharing in that link.
Hello. Yes, Abhijit has written that what is the team size? Currently, team size is we have 4 people in our team, and where we can utilize our investment. That slide I have already shared. If you will see the slide, that we are looking to utilize 45% in team building, 30% in marketing activities, and 25% in product development and R&D.
Yeah, thank you for your sharing, and thank you to all our impact supporters for the valuable sharing. So yeah, we will have the discussion after the innovator present their presentation. So now we would like to move to the next impact innovator. So please join me welcome our next impact innovator in this round, Ms. Quỳnh Lê, co-founder CEO of Green Belly blockchain ecosystem. The Green Belly is dedicated to protecting the earth and combating the effect of climate change through innovative solution. Today, Ms. Quỳnh Lê will share with the goal on business and investment opportunity. So please join me and welcome her to start her presentation.
Hello everyone, could you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you and also see your
Okay.
your screen.
Okay, all right. Okay. Can I start?
Yeah, you can start now. Yeah.
Okay. Hello everyone. Good morning. So my name is Quỳnh and I am co-founder and CEO of Grammarly. So the first one, I will have a quick introduction about Grammarly. So we founded Grammarly in 2019. So at first we was a traditional project for environmental affairs. So then because of COVID-19, we changed our business model. So in 2021, we integrate blockchain to our traditional project and convert it to from a traditional project to a blockchain game. So we also raised successfully $1.1 million at that time. So then, because of in-game token inflation, we thought about we need to find a more sustainable business model. That's why we combine blockchain and agriculture into only one business model. So now I will have quick introduction about our business model. You can see in your screen, we have investor, and investor can invest to buy our NFT tree. NFT is non-fungible token. So you can imagine NFT like digital assets. So after they buy NFT tree, they can use NFT to play our blockchain game. So then they get a profit from it. So after we sell NFT, we have a fund, right? So we use this fund to do sustainable farms and agriculture foods. So then we have profit. The big part of profit we convert to a blockchain game to become rewards for investor, and a small part we use it to do environmental activities all over the world. So that's why we have this business model, because we found three big problems. The first one, if you in crypto market, I think you heard a lot about real world assets, but real world assets applications in a blockchain in agriculture are still limited. So that's why we have a big room for our business model. So the second one, the farmers in Vietnam, especially in Central Highlands of Vietnam, they still lacking of finance for their activities. And the last one, if investor want to invest into agriculture sectors, they found that have the high risks to invest in with the low ROI. So I will talk quick about crypto market insights. So based on our business idea, we found that the key point on crypto investor want to see is the focus on profit, focus on profitable investment. So that's why our business model can serve for this purpose. And they also are willing to try some ideas and try some investment with small capital and safe capital. So with our model, they just pay $50 or $1,000 for buying one NFT. So then they can access to our game, play and earn money from it. And they also have full-time jobs, most of them. So that's why they have limited time each day to invest into blockchain. So that's why our business model can help them to save time when they invest. Okay. Okay, these are our environmental protection fund, and we have some activities on the world. And so now this is our team. We have a solid team with more experience. Okay, so now we are looking for the first one, the finance to develop Kambria in the next stage, and of course partnership in agri-tech and partnership for co-marketing.
activities. So yeah, that is the quick introduction about Grammarly. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Winley, for the outstanding presentation. So, and now is again it's the turn of Impact Supporter. You can take a moment to add your sharing on the Google Form link and refer the references that we have posted in the chat. And all you guys have also 3 minutes to complete this and please do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we have 20 seconds left for submitting the question. So please, on the Impact Supporter, if you're still typing your sharing your question, your insight for one, so please submit your sharing on Google Form. So after that, we'll move to the next Impact Innovator. Okay, now it's time to move to the next Impact Innovator. So I would like to welcome Fernanda from Talkaway to begin her presentation. So Fernanda, are you ready? So please share a brief overview of your project, the themes, and also your goals on exploring the business and investment opportunity. So the floor is yours, please.
Hello, nice to meet you. Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I will share my screen now. Yes. Bom, so Talkaway, it's a language platform In the future, my proposal is transform it in a DAO. We have a challenge here in Latam and Brazil because 1% of the people speak fluent in English. And we have many digital nomads coming to Brazil, coming to Latam and around the world. And we are proposing immersive learning process. And we are offering Portuguese for foreigners in a cultural environment. We have a marketplace platform when you can schedule a walking with a Brazilian tutor. We will launch this. I'm working with foreigners now, but I will launch on Monday this platform, this marketplace, for example. And here you can schedule a walking around the city with a Brazilian tutor. So many farms here in Latam have insecurity to walk around the city, and our learning process, it's not about a language information only exchange, a language exchange information. It's about culture. It's about a welcoming as well learning process. So we have as well a digital way, online learning process as well. When I have, I'm walking around the city in Rio de Janeiro and showing the things, the culture, the street market, for example, the streets, and I'm introducing the vocabulary, the Portuguese vocabulary, inside of the city, inside the culture. So I would like in the future, I'm now in an MVP format, and I would like to introduce my AI. So as an assistant for the student, and to create videos around the world, and offer as well as Spanish language learning, because we have many travelers, many nomads coming to Latam, and the Spanish and Portuguese are the most spoken language here. So this is our current future, video calls group with learning around the world, and our marketplace, as I told. Yes, we have many language learning around the world, and nomad and refugee as well. We have a partnership with Caritas, and we are offering our learning process approach to refugee, teach their native language as well. So and it's important because we have many refugees now, unfortunately, around the world. And when you are arriving in a country, you have your culture. So it's a strong thing to start a new life in a new country, sharing your culture, your language for the local people, for example. So yes, in this moment we have like many refugees and nomads around the world. So I would like to transform this platform in a DAO, because we have like a community focus and more participation between tutors, refugees and students. So yes, now I have this MVP, and I would like to launch our AI and expand to Spanish speaking country, for example, creating videos around Latam, around the Spanish speaking country as well, and to create our decentralized platform. And yes, the business model, we in online videos and training, we can offer a subscription, and in our marketplace is pay to use for B2B and B2C, and the franchise opportunity. For example, in countering, we can offer this technology and this approach for many countries that would like to offer your culture and your language for foreigners. This is our competitive advantage. Yes. So now I'm looking for a partner to stay with me as well and continue this this dream. So yes.
Okay, so thank you for your sharing. I think it's really interesting. So on the Impact Supporter, please access our Google form on the chat and then put your sharing question or suggestion for talk away. So like after the next presentation, we will have a discussion session together. So where we will share the question or the sharing from on the Impact Supporter, and we will choose some typical question or sharing and to share with it Impact Innovator. So yeah, let's begin to submit your sharing on the Google form. We have 3 minutes. Okay, so time start now.
Yeah, thank you, Thảo, for supporting. Thank you for on our Impact Supporter for your inspiring and valuable presentation, and also to on our Impact Supporter for your valuable insight and feedback. And now I would like to open the discussion for the healthcare and the green initiative first. So for the first our impact support, I would like to invite our first impact supporter, Ms. Quỳnh Lê, to share your thought or question for the health innovate of Mr. Kumar with the business investment opportunity goal within 2 to 3 minutes. So yeah.
Business investment opportunity which we will utilize for team building, for market activities. As apart from that, we are also add on product development and R&D work, so that total contribution like 45% of the revenue is in the team building, that is salaries and expenses, 30% on marketing activities, and 25% on product development and R&D.
Yeah, thank you for your sharing. So in this part, we will invite the Impact Supporter member. We will share the sharing the insight. So I would like to invite Ms. Quỳnh Lê to share your question or your sharing with the Mr. Kumar.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, Mr. Kumar, I have some question to because I want to know more about your business model, because because health and I see the skincare product and healthcare product is quite popular. So could I ask about the your USP of your
Okay.
USP of your
Yeah.
project, and how to get market share in
Right.
your market with your idea.
Yeah, thank you for your question. Actually, in India, this is totally a new kind of thing what I have launched. Like glutathione effervescent tablet is new previously established in India, but the sachet form or powder form is not available. So what we are, subsidize it, the best available source is IV injection for glutathione, is fast acting. Then we and the second option is if that powder form, that you will dissolve into the water, a certain amount of water, and then you can take it and get the results. So it's completely effervescent free, any carbonation free. So it's a long lasting, and that concept is from the European countries and also Japan and other countries. So that is new in India. So collagen also evolving in India. So we have came into different format like collagen cream, collagen face wash, collagen shampoos. So we have established Kovac brand. So collagen, biotin, argan, and green tea. These are totally new in the India. So that are available in developed country also, US and other Japans and all. So India is still new. So we are utilizing that concept in India. So apart from that, we are also doing certain food supplements that is on wellness category. So single products can move on better way. Like we have available in sachet form also. We are available in jar also. So people are loving, and also our products are getting by sold through foreign countries, tourist whoever is coming in India, Mumbai. So we are getting confidence that our products can boost in India, as well as that are also horizon on of other countries also. So that is a broader prospect.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for all you guys for your sharing. The next, I would like to invite Mr. Rocco to share the sharing and insight for Ms. Winle with the business investment opportunity goals within 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Thank you, Ivan. My question was about if you can highlight a little bit more competition and the unique value proposition point of this differentiation with the other players in the market, because we see a lot of blockchain solution, and I see a potential in the solution that you are proposal, but would be great to emerge and diverse from the rest a little bit more in order to highlight your unique value proposition. Thank you.
Yes, given your question. So I agree with you, have a lot blockchain game, all right? But our business model is combining between blockchain game and agriculture. So not only blockchain game, because if you are in this market, you know that a lot of blockchain game facing with a problem is in-game token inflation. So that's why a lot of project post. So, but we started Green Belief from 2019, and this blockchain game from 2021. So now we have a combining between blockchain and agriculture, and this also our USB for our project.
Yeah, thank you for your sharing. If you have any further ideas, you can share after this event. And now we would like to welcome back Mr. Thảo Trần, will coordinate from this the discussion of the ecosystem building. Yeah, so please.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So hi, Fernanda from Talkaway. It's time for you. So I received lots of questions from the Impact supporter. However, I want to invite Zahu, right? So like you have question for I see on the sheet that you have question for Fernanda. So SIIA Zahu, can you just like turn on your microphone and like directly ask her the question? Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, my question is to do for Fernanda. Like, how is Jaya returning the tutors? Yeah.
Thank you. We are starting like a B2B as well model, and we need to referral tutors. So when you are selling and when you have a good evaluation in the platform, I can refer you. So this is one thing. And if the tutor can't sell more than 3 classes for each custom, we can leave the tutor of the platform. So you need to deliver for the marketplace to continue in this market, in this platform.
So you make an agreement with them, or like it's just an on-rolling and simple way?
Yes, we have tutor term.
Okay, because it's required for an antibarrier, na? Otherwise, the tutor will go to other platform or everything, like they will go. Because you need some anti-barrier for your business, no?
I didn't get, sorry.
No, I'm asking about just like tutor retention, because like tutor can go to other place also, no, for teaching and exploring. Like so for that you need some like entry barrier for your competitor. Like other like ed tech company will hire them for their purpose only if they means start this vertical of teaching the languages and all. So what are the entry barrier you have created for your competition?
Yes. My most complaint, it's like about when the tutor know the custom, they can offer the class out of the platform. So with this gamification and with the about reference, I think that I can retain the tutor here in the platform, and the tutor leave the platform if they don't sell a lot for the same custom. So if you sell 1 class for the custom more than 3 times, so I can realize that you are selling out of the platform for this custom.
Okay, best of luck for your journey.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Thao. All right, so thank you all for your active participation in our first round of presentations. We will now take a short break for our intermission in 10 minutes. Please feel free to engage with each other in this freestyle format. You can use this time to connect directly with other participants, exchange contact information, or even set up meetings for deeper discussions at a later time. If you have questions or need introductions, we are here to help facilitate those connections. Okay.
So we will back in the next like 10 minutes. So like please stay tuned. You can take a water for yourself, and on the Impact Innovator for round 2, please like ready to present your presentation. Yes. So see you guys in the next 10 minutes.
So from the one who is still here, do you want to introduce yourself to other member? Because in this session, like we can talk freely. You can introduce about yourself, your project.
Hello, everyone. I just
Hi,
can
Rocco. Yes.
break the ice.
Yes.
So I'm Rocco.
So where are you
Italy.
from? Where are you from?
Italy. Italy.
Ah, Italy.
Yeah. Actually, I have a finance background. I worked my whole career in finance in multinational company, mainly in telecommunication and entertainment. Then I started and I decided to jump on the other side of the moon, being an entrepreneur. So this is the reason why I'm here. I'm going to pitch Florence Care. That is my startup with other 3 co-founder and 5 team member. So what else? We discover how to make an impact in the society late on, because just for our personal background, me and my co-founder, we were aware that we were impacting society, but we were not trained enough to track it and to understand how to measure it. So last year we won a prize in Italy, and the prize was a qualified investor that gave us a convertible note. And to agree on the KPI of the convertible note, we had to study a lot and prove a lot to understand how to track social impact, because sometimes can be just a spot, you know, a banner that you add in your deck, but then it's really important to track and measure. In the same way you do it with financial or unit economics, the impact that you are providing to the society. So I really suggest for those that are maybe new and in the early stage phase to focus on it, and maybe trying to study leveraging ChatGPT or wherever to get more information as possible, because it's maybe they are already doing an impact, but not showing it in a proper way, so they can lose an opportunity. That was my experience.
Yeah, thank you, Rocco, for sharing first. And who next?
Hi, can I go next?
Yes, of course.
Hello, everybody. This is Aishwarya. Very, very happy to connect. So, I'm based out of Mumbai, India, and a very similar story like Rocco. So, I began my journey with investment banking, then pursued consulting for a while, startup consulting, and I spent 2 years in the social impact industry, helping other startups drive, goals that support the UN SDG, which we all are aware about. So very, very happy to connect with each of you, either on LinkedIn or through Kambria. I think this is great what we are doing because not a lot of people are talking about social impact, right? People want to start businesses, but nobody is really thinking about giving back. So very happy to connect with each one of you and see how we can, assist each other. Thank you.
Thank you, and happy to connect with you. So we have Italy, we have India, and so any other country?
Yes.
Welcome.
Happy Friday. My name is Margaret. I'm joining in from Nairobi, Kenya, and I'm really happy to be here. My background is in tech, but I've been involved in a lot of work in the startup consulting, supporting SMEs as well across Africa and different parts of the world. And now happy to also, be an innovator as well, because we also have an IT company where we also offer IT services, end-to-end infrastructure. And we thought, well, we've used devices, technologies from other companies. We can see gaps here and there. And now it's time to also think of how we can make our services more impactful, given the challenges with it. So happy to meet everyone today. Looking forward to connecting and sharing more. Thank you.
Thank you. And anyone who haven't raised your voice yet, let us hear your voice.
Hi, my name is Juliet. Sorry, I've been having patchy internet today, so I've been in and out of the call. But essentially, I'm from Singapore. So, but I've lived in London for about 15 years. And before that, I was in the US, in Geneva and Hong Kong. So I traveled quite a bit with my previous job in management consulting. And now I have basically, as had a tech startup that was exited about 10 years ago. And since then, I've just been managing my own property portfolio and stuff like that. Sort of, I thought I would retire, but I've come back into the game right now because I've started 2 social enterprises. So one of the social enterprises is, very related to my background as a chronic patient. So I have 3 autoimmune conditions, and I've basically gone through quite a bit of, ups and downs because of, bad diagnosis, because of chemotherapy gone wrong. I've had early onset dementia, which I've taken about 5 years to recover from. And so what I wanted to really do was to create a network, to basically help other chronic patients get together, create, events and stuff for each other, create like a marketplace for us to create medical products even for each other, and then to have this network publicized to clinical trials and stuff like that, so that patients can take part in more sort of like advocating for their own medical rights. So that's one of the other startups I've done, but the one that's most active right now is the one that is listed on my name here, which is Made Without Borders. So essentially, we've created an app to just help employers find mates online, and essentially, it's done with a blockchain identity verification. So every person that's on here have logged in via their local identity blockchain. So in Singapore, that's like SingPass, and then in Qatar, it's like another blockchain. In Hong Kong, it's like I'm Smart. In Indonesia, they have their own, but then right now we're verifying via Persona. So essentially, they come online, and then we help them through sort of like their whole work permit application process, so that they don't have to go through the financial exploitations that maid agencies actually cause, and they don't have to pay 6 to 8 months of their salaries to essentially all the maid agencies in order to start work. So this is something that we're trying to do in terms of work equality and female rights and stuff like that. And then as we're doing this right now, we're also helping a lot of the caregiving families as well. Those that are looking for caregivers to help their family members who have stroke, dementia, and kidney disease and stuff like that, and they're looking for very specific skills in maids. We are the only ones that is able to do it right now, because agencies, they run off a paper CV, whereas us having an app and dynamic language translation. So in Indonesia, they see everything in Bahasa Indonesia. So then they're able to update their profiles so that they're better able to sort of like pitch the skill sets and stuff. So what we want to do is to have maids seen as people with skill sets, not as a commodity in a lineup. So that's essentially what we're doing with Made Without Borders. So just happy to meet everyone. So happy to connect on LinkedIn if you want to come find me. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Juliet. I see Rocco raise your hand. You want to say something?
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Juliet. I think that we have a lot of things in common. I didn't pitch Florence Care yet, but our solution can fit also for the kind of solution that you are proposing. Actually, legal part is a little bit different from Europe to Asia, because you are not subjected to GDPR, so you can leveraging better these kind of things. But the technology that we created for Florence Care, it can be definitely fit your needs in the way to automatize the process that you are making.
Thank you, Rocco. And Abhishek Kumar, you raised hand too.
Yes. So I started my journey into 2020 during the pandemic, right? So that time was very crucial everywhere. The world is, suffering. And that time I initiated one, social services like ambulance services to, cope up with the people surroundings. And I have saved more than 200 people. So it was published on also certain articles and newspaper. So that way, I'm thinking if you will give up to the society, that will give you good blessings, so that you can go forwards. So that way I started my journey. Before that, I was biotechnology and health pharmaceutical professionals. So I had more than 12 years of experience on that. I was working with certain companies and certain startup also. And I started 2 startup that got failed. I had started from zero revenue to that level. So it was a good inspiration for my family, my society also. So it's currently I'm having two startups. One is Health Innovate, one is Invento Biohealth Tech Private Limited, right? And one initiative also I have like Bharat Innovators. So I go to universities, colleges to inspire young entrepreneurs to take participations for the big change in the society. If you will do something for the society, well, then definitely society will also, give blessings to you. So that way I'm doing the work. And thank you for the platform who were, wanted to join us through LinkedIn and all. I'm ready to, chat everything. We'll make
Yeah,
collaboration. Yeah.
thank you, Abhishek. And the last one, but of course not least, Mr. Henrys.
Yes, good day to everybody. I'm joining from northern Italy, Domodossola. My company is in Frankfurt. We are engaged in soil and water management, which is certainly one of the biggest impacts on climate change. We are now having really wonderful feedbacks from landscape design, from landscape architects, because soil and water management, rainwater management, gray water management is becoming one of the very important, most important key issues, because our groundwater is getting all over the world in a big problem, and so the rainwater is free, and we can apply so many techniques. And so one of the components with which we work most is biochar terra preta, which is also carbon negative, because if you transform vegetable waste or even waste from agriculture, and you transform that by pyrolysis, that is becoming carbon negative, yeah, because otherwise, as an example, trees or the residues will release again carbon dioxide, yeah. And so biochar is becoming a huge market in 2030. It is been forecasted to become a market of $3 billion more dollars. And so that is a process which can really help to heal the soil and even clean from toxin where there is contamination, because biochar is obviously, as we know, filter the water. And yeah, and besides of that, the biochar has extreme capacity of holding water. So the terra preta is, which we combine biochar with compost and vegetable waste, is one of the most effective soil enhancers, yeah, and for microorganisms, for a really resilient soil. Yeah, and so we are working in landscape designs, in agriculture, in forestry, and design through this water retention systems using this biochar. Yeah, and this is a bit what we are doing. Thank you very much. And if somebody wants to contact me, I'm really very much honored to tell more about that. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Henry. And I leave the stage for the moderator to start round two. Yes, Thư.
Yeah, so was so amazing with our intermission section, right? We shared a lot, and thank you so much for all of your contribution and interesting and also amazing. Okay, so now One more time, welcome back. Okay, so we are going back after this refreshing break and enjoy some engaging conversation. Now we're ready to dive into the second round with our roundtable sessions. We will continue to explore innovative ideas and discuss opportunities for collaboration across our thematic areas. Okay, so before that, I would love to quickly introduce our impact innovators and impact supporters in Route 2. For impact innovators, we have Theme 1 Healthcare with Mr. Rocco Sirase. For Theme 2 with Green Initiatives, we have Mr. Fasler Raman and Mr. Henrik Cole. And for Theme number 3 of Ecosystem Building, we have Ms. Margaret Muther Mutua. And we also have people with expertise and diverse experience in relevant fields for our impact supporters. And now we will start with our second section. Okay. So right here we see that in this section we will have like 4 impact innovators with us, and each bringing unique ideas and projects that promise significant social impact. And the format will be the same with our previous round. So let's start that. And now I would like to invite our first innovator, Mr. Fasla Raman, to start your presentation on EcoBlock. EcoBlock's vision is to create a waste-free Bangladesh through innovative practices, and it aims to eliminate landfill gases, create job opportunities for ultra-poor, and ensure access to hygienic sanitation and decent housing for all, with the theme of green initiatives, and the goal is investment or business opportunity. Okay, so please start sharing. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Baslet. Okay, maybe with some technical problems. Okay, so don't worry. Now, maybe we would love to invite another impact innovator first. All right, so welcome back with Mr. Henrik Cole. So who will share his project on Impact Forest UD with Natural Sponge System Vietnam, and it has a clear goal to boost soil health in Vietnam's agriculture and landscaping by using biochar and terra preta. Biochar helps the soil hold water, captures carbon, and supports climate resilience, creating a sponge effect that improves soil quality and helps fight climate change by using Kila design for water management. So it's treated with biochar will keep more rainwater, stay moist longer, and offer a sustainable way to restore damaged lands. So with the theme of green initiatives and mostly for the IT pitching. Okay, so Mr. Henry Cole, please start your presentation. Thank you.
Hi, I think you are muted. Yeah.
Excuse me, could you please unmute
Yes,
yourself? Thank you.
Certainly, yeah. Good day, everybody. And I would really explain a bit about our business model for biochar production and biochar terra preta, which is a component of which biochar gives a component to this terra preta, which is a soil enhancer, which has been produced by indigenous people 2,000 years ago and keeps healthy system without consuming the ability and the microorganisms and all the health of the soil. and can reduce enormously the impact on artificial fertilizing ecosystems and agriculture. Sorry, there is an issue about the screen sharing. I will continue without this presentation in any case, because I have to reboot the session. That's what my computer told me about, because I'm on another device since. But anyway,
let's try to share screen for you.
Yeah, because my system told me to reboot the session. So if you have a patience for 20 seconds or whatever it takes to come in again, or otherwise I can even continue without screen sharing, which is a bit of pity, but unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's working. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see it now. Thank you.
Okay. So, yeah, that's a bit something to understand the main issue of what we do, and to keep up with this emergency which we have globally now in countries where there is never had been issues about rainfall. We have dry seasons now, like in Scandinavia or in other parts of the world, or we have flooding. So our ecosystems are really out of order. And what is the main impact, or the most important issue to solve, is to heal the soil. Yeah, you can plant many kinds of plants, of trees or whatever. Certainly, you have to have a healthy plant system, which is also obvious. Has to be a synergy of plants and not a single tree, which is always not the right issue. But the main problem is the soil, and we are experienced company in community planting with schools, municipalities, and companies, and for advertising also, which means companies or who does a tree planting, a wildflower, a pollinator garden, does have a great benefit, and for the environment, for their for students and schools, for the community, for the neighborhood, yeah. And these systems do a fantastic job in giving resilience and giving cool down the climate, yeah. And so this is actually what is biochar and Terra Preta. It is a component which gives a super sponge effect, and which has a long-term worth for microorganisms and for water retention. Yeah. And as an example, 1 gram of biochar, which is a bit like the size of a bean, has a surface of 2 tennis courts, which is incredible. And so the capacity of holding water is really immense. Yeah. And so at the end, with this biochar production, what is a bit the business idea, the business model which we draw, which we designed, is producing biochar on large scales, which has costs of approximately 300,000 to establish a site to produce biochar, and a running cost of in between $70,000 and $130,000 a year. You can earn carbon credits, and you can enhance agriculture. Obviously, yields and production will be really very have really very positive impacts. Then you can also work on forests. Yeah, this has to be seen also with designs which with approaches on the landscape or in the forests in which water retention systems are introduced. That means the water flow has to be slowed and brought, has to be kept as long as possible in the landscape in order that the soil becomes resilient again, because that's actually globally what we do have in forests. We have high extensive timber production all over the world. We are giving really a headache to soils. And so with these systems, we can enhance and we can reestablish systems and soils. Yeah, and as you can see, there's millions and hundreds, thousands and millions of places where little biotopes, where little water retention models can be kept with no really big cost. Because what we saw during the last years in working in this field is that okay, there are some countries which are so conscious of of what we are going to meet in the near future, and which is already happening, about flooding and drought. So these interventions here are really very budget friendly, and that is the most important thing, because especially in Europe or in many countries, high costs in climate resilience is a big problem. Okay, so thank you very much. And in the meantime, just to finish, the idea behind this is produce biochar. In Vietnam also, we made some studies about the actual situation. There's big resources in rice production. There is sugarcane, which can be super energyful biochar resources and can enhance landscapes and agriculture in Vietnam and also in other countries. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much for your wonderful sharing and insightful presentation, Mr. Henrik Cole. Okay, so now is the turn of impact supporters. Please take a moment to add your sharing on the Google Form link that we posted in the chat box. You will have 3 minutes to complete your sharing for Mr. Henrik Cole. So please start now. Thank you. Yeah, so 30 seconds left for all of our supporters. Thank you. Please complete your sharing. All right. So thank you for the contributions. Our team will work, continue to work on collecting all of them. So now let's continue with our next innovator, Mr. Rocco Sirasi, who will share the project on Florence Care, an Italian innovative company that, thanks to a cloud and AI solution, is capable to solve the healthcare needs of people with chronic condition, disability, and aging population, providing more than 450 healthcare services at home and track the patient's health data. So with the theme is for healthcare and with the goal is problem solving. So Mr. Rocco Sirasi, please start your presentation. Thank you.
Hello. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen now. Thank you.
Okay, great. Hello, everyone. Thank you for this amazing opportunity. As she said, my name is Rocco and I'm the CEO of Florence Care. What I'm going to tell you is a personal story. And as you can imagine, many times personal story became real things for a big part of population. What happened to me 4 years ago, I was living in north of Italy for working reason, and I had part of my family in south of Italy. So I received a call from my mom that due to an home accident, she was injured and not capable to work anymore. So in that moment, I became a family caregiver. But then what we realized is that aging population is one of the main problems in Europe, but actually worldwide. According with the United Nations demographic chart, in the next 7 years, a European will reach 1/3 of population over 65. So this means a lot of multiple comorbidities that are affecting these people. So what this patient or the family caregiver like me are facing now, it's a high fragmented situation, fragmented vertically due to the presence of multiple marketplace for a healthcare provider, divided, so very fragmented by discipline. So for one problem, you may need to use 2 or 3 or more different marketplaces, or horizontal fragmentation, because together with the hype and needs of healthcare services at home, you can face also the needs of sharing the outcome of these healthcare services with your doctor. And now in the market, you have apps to track healthcare data, but these are disconnected by all the sources of this data. And this creates an increase costs for the patient and also dissatisfaction and not efficiency for the doctor to provide a cure. So our solution is actually a cloud AI based platform that is made with 2 apps. One app is for the patient or the family caregiver that takes care of the elderly person that maybe it doesn't have a smartphone. And the other one is for the professional that as a freelance can activate themselves on the platform. This is going to provide the hugest and largest multidisciplinary platform. In this platform, you can find nurse, physiotherapist, radiologist, technician, podologist, and all the other 22 healthcare professional categories that are in Italy. You can get the services at home and manage the data that are generated during these services. But how it works? Once you download the app, as a patient, you can, with the 2 blue tag bottom, you can order service or managing your data. If you order, for example, a post-surgery medication from a nurse, you will receive in the second imaging all the information of the professional. You can add to favorite, you can see the CV, and you can see comment rating from other patient and customers. Once you get the services, all the data that are provided during the services execution are divided and classified in these three formats that are in the third block. So the first one is in a health timeline. The second one is a dashboard, for example, for blood tests or vital parameters. And the third one is a picture gallery, more or less like a Facebook gallery for X-ray and echography that is possible to provide it at home. In the back, you see a screen, an imaging that is the one that, for example, the nurse can fulfill, taking picture, video, or comment about the data of the patient. All these data are simply shareable with the family doctor or the doctor of the patient using a QR code if they go in person or a WhatsApp link. So actually, our value proposition is what I was explained before. All different professionals in one platform, real-time connection with them. We also want to remark that we don't sell staff renting. We sell single healthcare services. And every single services that is on the platform, and now there are more than 100, is tagged with an official procedures approved by the college of the nurse, for example, or a physiotherapist. We manage the health data and also the metadata. The competition in the market, this is very focused on the Italian and European market, but can have similarities with the other continent, is very fragmented for marketplace, as I explained before. There are some innovators that are trying to do B2B or B2C or B2B2C services, or health data tracking management like Live in Norway. There is also in countries like south of Europe, the public healthcare services that is actually disbanding due to the cost reduction and new policy. So in this scenario, Florence Care put herself on the top of the right, providing data management and home healthcare services. The business model is pretty simple. We charge a small fee on both sides. So for an healthcare medication, a post-chirurgic medication that I was explaining before that costs 30 euro, the patient is going to pay 33. 3 is the averaging cost of usage for patients, so around 10% of the cost of the services. And there is also a fee for the professional that at the end of the month reach, 2,000 euro and is going to pay averaging 50% as a cost of services. We call it pay-per-use, how much you use the app, how much you pay, otherwise is free. We can do also B2B selling back of services to insurance or to company for welfare for the employee. And the biggest part of our profit is made by the fact that being B2C on the patient, we can monetizing the healthcare data, the data set of the patient, anonymized and aggregated for sure, with the pharmaceutical university and institute of research. And this has a big impact on our financials. One of the most interesting things is that with a plan of 3 years, we have a huge impact thanks to the fact that we have a negative conversion cycle, thanks to the fact that we work with the professional as a freelance with the contract of gig economy. So what we have done so far, we have done traction with one nurse in the south of Rome. We call it internally, because we are a sort of software house, our MVP that should be displayed here, but it's not charging, and is the web version. We know, because we won a prize in social impact, that we are tackling SDG number 3 and number 8. And we know that in the next 3 years, we will be able to tackle 7 on 17 of the SDG. We are going to release the 2 apps in the Q1 of next year for a few scale program. And we are also investigating a B2B opportunity. sorry, a B2G opportunity. As I was saying before, we have a 3-year plan that starts with 6-month pilot to test the technology very locally, then a phase 1 of 1 year and a half to scale in Europe and open also Barcelona in Spain. And then the second phase is 1 year to scale in 4 different countries of Europe. Here you can see the progression of the team and the vertical channel that we are going to use. So far, we have a team of 3 co-founders, as myself as a finance guy. There is Alejandra Mancilla. She's an intensive care nurse with more than 10 years experience whole of Europe. There is Davide. He's AWS solution architect and is the CTO that provided us the technology behind this, the cloud technology behind this. Then we have a team of people that is supporting us, and they came from different fields like Uber for the operation of the professional, from GDPR as a Giacomo as a data protection officer, from HR and other developer. We have also a worldwide team of experts that are supporting us to scale and to tackle the operational plan that I already show you. So if you want to know more about how it will be the healthcare in future of Europe, but potentially everywhere in the world, because this technology is scalable and exportable everywhere, please add me in and let's stay in contact. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Mr. Rocco Serasi, for your insightful presentation. Okay, so hello, all of our impact supporters. It's your turn. Please take a moment to add your sharing on the Google Form link that we posted in the chat box. You will have 3 minutes to complete your sharing. So please start it now. Thank you so much. Yeah, so 30 seconds left. Thank you so much. Please complete your sharing. Okay, so thank you so much, all of our supporters with your contributions, and our team will note all of the sharing. Okay, so now, Thao, please go back to the stage.
Yeah, thank you. So, wonderful. Thank you for all of your contribution. So let's proceed with our next innovator. Also, the last one for the afternoon. So Margaret, from Elevate SME Ltd, who will present her project focused on pitching innovative idea to support small and medium enterprise. So Margaret, please start your presentation. I believe you're waiting like from the noon until now, so we're looking forward to hear from you. Please go ahead. Can you turn on your microphone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah, now
Thank
we can
you.
hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, let me just load in my presentation. Hopefully, you can all see it. All right, my name is Margaret Modeu. I'm joining in from the city in the sun, Nairobi, Kenya, presenting my presentation today. We are at the idea stage as an IT company. And one of the core activities we have in our company, besides we have the consultancy part and the IT that offers purely IT solutions. One of the core activities that we do is networking, network design. And in the course of our work for several years, we've seen that reliable power is crucial for operating network and surveillance equipment, which made us come up with this solution that is called EverConnect, that utilizes the gift of nature, the sun. Yeah. And one of the problems is the grid power being unreliable and unavailable in most parts. It's not everywhere that is on the grid. Traditional other sources of power like generators are not friendly to the environment because of the noise pollution and the emissions, and also the wiring complexity that comes with places, especially if you need to do very remote connections. And this brings us to a solution, which is EverConnect. EverConnect, why? Because we are always going to have the sun with us, and yeah, utilizing that to ensure that the solar power of our Ethernet switches and routers are always on to ensure that there's connectivity at all times. The market opportunity we've seen currently a global shift to renewable energy, which is driven by the climate concerns. Like we have seen that globally. It's not just in Kenya, across Africa, but we've seen how climate change has had adverse effects to the countries and the ecosystems we all live in. There's a rise in the adoption of power over Ethernet technology, which simplifies the connection, increased need for connectivity in remote locations, and also advancements, especially in the solar technology. In Kenya, just looking at Kenya where I'm based and also across Africa, there's a lot of potential, even though like in Kenya, 80%, over 80%, actually it's 90%, over 90% of all the power comes from solar, but looking at the region, only 1%, we only account for only 1% of the global solar generation. So this presents a really immense opportunity in sub-Saharan Africa to ensure that we harness this. Also looking at the networking surveillance markets in Kenya and in different places. Onto the competitive analysis, we already have devices in the that are offering a similar solution, but I'd want to present what will be a key strength, which is higher efficiency, solar panels, reducing even the size of the device, integrating AI and edge computing into these routers so that they're more intelligent, ruggedized design to ensure durability, especially for very remote connections that are completely off-grid, and also competitive pricing and focus on niche markets, especially in industries such as agriculture, which is the core of Kenya and also in a lot of countries in sub-Saharan Africa, and also for disaster relief. Yeah, so we are currently a team of two, CTO, who is a network engineer, Victor, and security engineer, and myself. We both have a background in tech and certified also in the area of networking. Yeah, so we're looking for funding and also partnership to be able to come up with the prototype that we can bring to the market. Yes, thank you so much, and looking forward to connecting or responding to any questions and feedback you may have. Thank you.
Wow, that's so nice. Thank you. That's a good presentation. So I think it's time for the in-pass supporter to like give you some insightful comments or suggestion, like any idea. So hi, like in-pass supporter, please take a moment to add your sharing on the Google Form link that and refer to the reference sheet for quick access to the presentation link I posted in the chat. So again, you guys will have 3 minutes to ask questions or give suggestion or like sharing any insight or resources. Yeah, to the project. Okay, so 3 minutes start now.
Okay, thank you, Thảo, and thank you for all of your contributions, everyone. Okay, so now we will start with our discussion section for our impact supporters to engage directly with our impact innovators. Now, I would like to invite our first impact supporter, Mr. Sanjay Sahu, to share your thoughts or questions for Mr. Henry Cole on the Impact Forest UG project with the idea pitching goal within 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so Mr. Sanjay Sahu, please start your sharing. Thank you.
Yeah, hi everyone. Hello, Hendrik. My question is about this initiative has been done for by many non-profit organizations. Like they are doing this also. So how will in future you will get money out of this initiative? And second thing for this project, you will require many resources and many labor force employees and everything. So how will you scale this thing?
Yeah, for your first question, how we gonna have revenues or how money is coming in? We started in Europe, Germany, and other European countries. We are working, we want as a technical consultancy company. We are a for-profit company. We work with nonprofits also. Yeah, and for this business model to produce a site for biochar production, this is very interesting because it can be sold to farmers. There can be gained carbon credits, which is a huge market, and recently biochar is one of the very promising key issues in carbon credit carbon credits. And yeah, so the soil enhancer, which means terra preta with biochar, can be sold as a component to agriculture, to gardening, and this is also gaining a quite big a return from curiosity, from general knowledge in schools, and because people are always some more concerned about the environment, and biochar is getting a good niche of interest. And scaling the labor force, well, we work together with the community engagement. That means, okay, schools hire us and they say, okay, we have this garden. This is just a flat highway where water runs off. We want a little forest, which can be really very easy to install. And the thing is, from the social side, these community plantings are one of the best things which I did in my business career until today. That has so much benefits that we, from our clients, schools in that case, heard that the benefit is even better than school trips, and because it is a bit going back to the roots, planting, getting things growing, seeing everyday plants and this, and it all starts from the soil. Would like to remember that everything is starting from the soil. It's not really the plant itself. It has to be at the soil. It has to become a sponge effect. Yeah, and the companies also, they do the plantings with their a team which is a social super enhancer. Yeah, that's and municipalities and towns. Yeah, they hire us and we manage the community plantings. That's a bit where the workforce comes from. I hope I could.
Yes, that's great. Yeah.
Okay, so amazing. Thank you so much for the sharing and the response from you, Mr. Henrik Cole. And also thank you for the sharing and also the question from Mr. Sanjay Sahu. Yeah, so now let's listen to our next impact supporter, Miss Juliet Lowe. Please share your sharing for Mr. Rocco Sirasi on Florence Care Project with the goal of problem solving within 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so Miss Juliet Lowe, please start your sharing. Thank you.
Hi, Rocco. I just wanted to get in touch with respect to certain areas that I thought was, areas that we thought we were going to enter as well, but, we decided to pull it out because I think there were too many complications with respect to those areas. I wanted to ask about sort of like the liability situation. Where do you do kind of like background checks, employment visa checks, whether these people are legal to work in the country, whether or not they have the credentials to be podiatrists or, I don't know, whatever other services that you might have, physiotherapists and things like that. And how do you execute those checks? And like what happens in the event that a mistake was caused and, someone was adjusting someone's neck and then breaks it, and then who owns the final liability? So I think that was my first question on the sort of liability. And then the second part is, you mentioned about expanding. So the expansion plans and stuff, I was wondering in terms of, because you are sort of like the Uber for home healthcare, but Uber is very simple. There's one paymaster. But then in your situation, you have the state as the paymaster, insurance as the paymaster, the patient themselves who are paymasters. So how exactly do you navigate around this? Because then the entire situation becomes more complicated. And as you expand throughout Europe, Europe has different paymasters. Like, if you expand it to London, it would be the NHS primarily and some insurance. And then how do you go about navigating this issue? Thank you.
Thank you so much for your question, and I think that the answer will wrap up everything and also the other question that I received. So actually, let's talk about technology. The differentiation with the other competitors that are in the market, for example, in Italy and Spain, that are the closest that we see, is that we are not a marketplace. We define ourselves as a software that share the possibility between the two sides to get connected. And the reason why we work only with the healthcare professional, not generic caregiver. So not people that are taking care like hygiene, food, and buying stuff for the patient, but professional selling services, is because they have a college. So once they are enrolled in the college, they receive like a plate number. So to get in our platform, they must to share this number, serial number, and we check it through API. So it's an automation that works during the night. So if you are a nurse, you give me this afternoon your registration. By the night, I will check it automatically with the college through this database access. Once we receive the green light, you are officially enrolled from the next day to share the area based on zip code and the timetable that you want to work. About the services, and this is another reason why we work with the college, with the healthcare professional that has a college, that for every services there is an official procedure. So what happened now in the market, that mainly in South of Europe, you pay cash on hand, this professional. So they, for the same need, like post-chirurgical medication from a nurse, the nurse can spend 2 minutes or 25. So now it's up to them. What we do, we say, for these services, there is an official procedures, and they must to have a checklist and sign it on their app, the app for the professional. So only at the end of this checklist that have been checked and signed, they can be paid. Moreover, there is, just because they follow these rules, I can provide them an insurance. So if something happened, they already demonstrated, and they must demonstrate that they didn't just check, but they followed it. And if everything was compliance, the insurer will cover for the eventual damage. So this side, thanks to the technology, is covered. What we do, and for example, it's a big point of differentiation with competitor, we write down the procedures and we send this periodically to the college to get the approval. So the other competitor that are just simple marketplace, they actually sell the phone number and staff rent in between these two sides. So this is a big point. Regarding who is gonna pay, it's it's a process that is developed by the time. We will start pure B2C, so it's the patient that pay the small fee for the usage of the app, and the professional that pay the small fee for the money that they earn. Then there are possibility. For example, I've been in June in London for a class with NHS at Warwick Business School, and I had chance to work with NHS. There is a huge need from them to integrate services, because the way how they provide community care and primary care is not efficient anymore. So also there, B2G, we call it like this, when is the government to pay, it can be easier than, for example, in Italy or in Europe, in the rest of Europe in general, where you need to pass through public code. It's a things that we are exploring, because we are in connection with the public healthcare system, but not done yet. I mean, for us, doesn't change so much, because the cost of the service, it's always the same. The final person, the professional that we get the money for these services, it's always the same. It's just who is paying, passing through the app. So on our side, the most complicated things can be a technical integration between our system and maybe public healthcare system, but not so much in terms of business model. Same story for the insurance. We already spoke with Zurich, because they were looking for solution for, and actually what we can do to them is sell them prepaid pack of services, so they can split down to their people, to the people that buy Zurich product, and they can use it through the app. So on our side, it's not so complicated. Regarding the expansion, I mean, if you are compliant with GDPR in Europe, you can work everywhere in the world, because the standards are lower. So we already are compliant on the highest standard in terms of cybersecurity and data protection. So exchanging the model in the other continent, it's more related with the business model and cultural problem than technical problem.
Thank you, Rocco.
And yeah, thank you so much for such a very dedicated sharing, right? Okay, thank you so much, Miss Juliet Lowe and Mr. Rocco Sirasi. And yeah, so now Hai Thảo, please come back and continue our section. Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys. So I think like it's time for Margaret. So hi Margaret. I think it's time to invite one impact supporter to giving you insight, sharing, or any question. So I would like to invite impact supporter Hassan Zabati. So Hassan, are you ready to give like any suggestion or like feedback or question for Margaret? So as I know, you are a serial entrepreneur with experience in establishing and leading more than 20 companies across Saudi Arabia, and the Gulf and also the Middle East. So what do you want to share with the project Elevate SME Ltd for the goals of ID Beijing? So we would like to hear from you. Please, Hassan. Hi, Hashan. Can you hear me? I just want to double check. Yeah. Okay. So I think maybe Hashan maybe not here at the moment. So I think I will go to again, I want to go to Juliet. Juliet, I know you just like spend time to give Rocco lots of question inside, but I see you have question, and I take a look at the profiles, and I know you are the co-founder and CEO of May Without Borders, and with experience in entrepreneurship lectures, and also mentor and guest just at US and many other universities. So what do you want to share with the project Elevate SME Ltd for the goals of ID Pitching? Please go ahead.
Sorry, I don't understand what I need to do.
Sorry. So I mean like you with your background, we asking you to like maybe when you finish to hear Margaret to share her process on like Elevate SME Ltd. So if you have any insight or suggestion or like idea you would like to communicate with her, so please go ahead. Yeah.
I think for Margaret, I gave her one comment, which was essentially, if she's only looking for 150,000, you should just approach the UN because they have a grant that they give out to, and especially I think there was this particular product that you were talking about that was for sort of disaster relief. So if it's for disaster relief, there's a global trade conference that they kind of get around actually. It's called the Natural Disasters Expo. I would attend that conference and then kind of like get connected to all the people that are inside disaster relief efforts. So Natural Disasters Expo, it's a global event. They go to different countries in different months. So just figure out which one is a good one to go to for you. And then on top of that, I would definitely approach the UN and figure out for the different departments that require disaster reliefs, whether or not there is a grant that can be offered. And sometimes they actually get the associations, the different departments under them directly to work with you to literally already become your customers. So you don't even need the fund and you already have ready customers. And then in that respect, I would get them to sort of like prepay for your services and your products. And then you never know when the disaster strikes. So I would go around just booking everyone on a prepaid mode. And then we will be there when you need us, so that you don't actually have to produce so many items. You just have to produce a certain amount, but then you're creating like a package for like insurance in case anything happens. We will send this packet of whatever by air freight to whichever country. And then you can work with air freighters.
Amazing.
So it's just some ideas on my end. Thank you, Tao.
Thank you so much, Juliet. That's amazing. I'll pick it up with you.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you.
Yes, that's so nice. Thank you, Juliet, and thank you, Margaret. So I think it's time to closing up the today. So
Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you, Thao. And yeah, as we come to the end of our event, I would like to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for your participation today. Your engagement and insights have truly enriched our discussions and highlighted the incredible potential of our collective effort in healthcare, green initiatives, and ecosystem building. A special thank to our impact innovators for sharing your visionary projects and to our impact supporters for your thoughtful feedback and questions. Please remember to revisit the collaborative documents and with your sharing form provided today, they will remain accessible for you to add any further thoughts or to initiate discussions with fellow participants. As we move forward, please keep in mind these important next steps. First of all, we have with the cross promotion, we encourage all member projects to actively share posts about today's event on your social channels. This will help amplify the impact of your projects and extend the reach of our collaborative efforts. Your engagement in promoting these posts is crucial for building a broader community around our shared goals. The second one is about mini game rewards announcement. We will stay tuned for the announcement of the mini game rewards. The selected impact supporters will be the ones who receive one Amazon e-gift card with $25. And the third point is about email communications. All detailed information, including summaries of the discussions, links to shared resources, and specific follow-up steps will be sent through to all participants' emails. Please make sure to check your inbox to stay updated and stay connected. Thank you once again for joining us at the SIIA New Member Initiation event. We hope you leave here inspired and ready to tackle the challenges ahead with new partners and fresh ideas. We look forward to seeing you at our future events and witnessing the impact of the collaborations that began here today. Have a wonderful day ahead or a wonderful night. Thank you so much and goodbye for now. Thank you and goodbye.
But I think I'm sorry, but I think we should take a picture together. Yeah.
Take a picture together. Okay, so everyone, please take a moment. Please turn on your camera, smile, and our team will take a picture of all of our participation today. Okay, so please be ready. Please turn on your camera, smile, and then we will take a photo.
Why you turn off your camera?
Okay, so please feel free to turn on your camera. Thank you. Okay, I see so many people right here. Amazing, right? Okay, yeah, so one more minute. Our team, are you ready to take a picture? Okay, so everyone, please smile, smile. Okay.
One more time.
All right. Yeah, amazing photos captured. Okay, one more time. Thank you so much for all of your participation today. That created such a very wonderful event, and we are looking forward to so many beautiful and amazing journeys with the collaborations ahead. One more time. Have a great day. Thank you so much and goodbye for now. Thank you and goodbye,
Bye.
everyone. Yeah, take care. Thank you and goodbye. Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you.